Hey guys, this is Chris Baker from Team Westside Discs, and I want to share with you a casual round that we got to play back in May 2019 at my favorite course in Indiana. One of my favorites, Prides Creek Park in Petersburg, Indiana. It's about an hour south of us here. I have with me Justin Brosmer, who played the round with me today. What's up, Justin?
Hey, how's it going, Chris?
And I took him out there, first time playing at this course. This is our second round on the day, and we actually kept score this round. So I want to let you see the course a little bit.
Yeah, really beautiful course here.
First hole is fun, par 4, a little peninsula green down at the end, 510. Got to hit this gap off the tee. I am throwing a hybrid world here, trying to get it to flip up and right a little bit before it starts to fade down towards the water on the left, and getting a pretty good spot.
I'm pulling out a Star Corvette here, trying a little hyzer flip, get down the fairway as far as possible. Split the gap, little right, fade back left for a really good drive.
That was a bomb. That was way down there. I'm throwing a hybrid harp on my upshot. Doing it over again, I'd probably throw forehand against the slope of the hill. I'd yank it a little and get about pin deep, but 30 right.
I'm going soft harp here on the upshot and just put it straight into the drink. Little yank.
Ooh, yikes. You knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could do it over again, I would just probably throw a medium shield straight at it.
Or just jump putt.
Yeah.
You were so far
I think
there.
I was maybe within 60 or 70, so yeah.
So putting
circle four putt
yeah.
here. Probably circle's edge close to it. And
Great
put one in
putt.
there. Yeah, save par.
Great putt. Oh!
And eat it at the same time.
So yeah, I'm about 25 to 30. Usually there's wind here, especially on this hole, but there wasn't today. But I'm gonna blame it for that missed putt there. So I also took a 4 there. Not the best start. You'd like to get a 3 on that hole. Hole 2 is a Mando left of the tree here, uphill, 324 with some trees at the end. I am forcing over my Spark fairway driver and don't get it quite high enough. Come a little short. What do you got here?
I'm throwing a Champ Rock 3 here, little force over. It's kind of beat in, so threw it a little high. Knocked down the tree a little bit. But
there is a forehand line there if you've got it. We had a fall series tournament here shortly after, and I was able to almost get up there with a forehand. My forehand's not that good.
So I'm sitting 30, 35 here.
What's your putter of choice?
Soft shield. I am team shield all the way.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, but you switched on me.
Yeah, I quit.
I'm still throwing it though. I love them.
I've got 25 to 30 and throw the worst putt of my life. Not even close.
No.
And our round's not going real great here. But we're at this amazing park, so can't complain. So Mando tree on the right, gotta stay left of that, and a little bit of a downhill corridor. Basket is all the way down by the water, 337. So I'm throwing my Spark just to kind of control and make that Mando. During the tournament, they play the far left tree as a Mando, but not on the sign. So we just let him get away with this here.
Yeah, it's touchy. That's
a great turnover
super
there.
Flippy trespass. Ended up getting pin deep. Just
That was way down there.
50 left.
I thought it was in the water.
It faded out on me a little bit.
Yeah, so I get to about 70 and basically just jump putt layup. I give it a little bit of a run. 50-footer with the tree in the way.
Yeah, it's easier to throw in the water from the tee than you think. I was a little short, but it's quite downhill. Laid a little putt up there, nicked the tree, but I'm 10 feet away.
A little more of a tester than I would like to save par here. I am putting with medium shield back in May. I've thus switched to the Maiden. This is an awesome hole. Probably one of the better holes on the course. It's kind of a 2-shot par 4. You placement shot up to a spot and then throw across the water. I have seen some pros go for it, and I've seen a couple make it off the tee, but it is a bomb on a turnover. I'm throwing a pine, trying to get it to hold straight, and I throw it a little bit soft and a little bit low, so I'm kind of short of the landing zone. You want to be past that dead tree there.
I saw him throw pine, so I stepped up to a getaway, flipped it over a little, and put a little too much on it, and I went deep in the water just by a few feet, so I had to step back, and I'm sitting 3.
So I'd like to get a little more up and right, so I've got this little spike hyzer window, so I've got my VIP Audi, and just put it high, get lucky not to catch any branches, and then it spikes down pretty close.
Unbelievable shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
I was real happy with that one.
That's perfection
From where I
right
was.
there.
So I'm in the drink once again. 100, 120 from the basket, sitting 3, throwing medium shield across, trying to get it up close.
Even this is kind of a scary upshot. You got the slope on the left, the trees blocking the basket.
Yeah, I fluffed it a little bit, left it short. But I wanted to keep it low. I did that. I'm 22 here, maybe.
Oh, give yourself more than that. It's probably
25.
I'd say it's circle's edge. You're probably 30.
The mosquitoes were eating us alive out there.
Yeah, with no wind, they tended to pop up.
I shanked it left and took a circle 5.
Took
there.
a 5 there. I was very happy with the 3. 4 is great there. 3 is a bonus on that hole, for me at least. Across the water, 273. I think it plays a little shorter than that. I'm throwing a soft harp there. And just because I don't want to go right, I have hit those right side trees and fell straight down into the water a couple times.
I threw medium shield here, hit the tree about 20 feet away, got a bad kick. So I'm sitting 20, 25 or so for birdie. And front cage. Just left it short.
I'm above the basket. Probably 25. Started making putts. Hole 6 is a really challenging hole. It is slightly downhill with water on the left and the back side with a wall of trees. Most people will throw like a forehand here. I'm throwing a first run goby and letting it force over a little bit. I don't quite get up there, but I'm fairly safe. You're taking the forehand line.
Yeah, I've been working on the forehand. This is a Sexton Firebird, really stable. Still working on that shot, but left it way short, hit a tree. So now I'm throwing soft harp up shot, trying to fade it around that, let it dive in, and kind of roll down the hill a little bit.
Yeah, it's scary. There's a huge drop off on the backside of the basket there. You can see it to my left. I'm about circle's edge short here, and just decided to
Oh, that is so
run.
Clippy approved.
Great putt. Clippy approves of that for sure.
That was not a clip you He was like, put it under the basket.
I'm putting uphill from 30 here.
I didn't realize that you went that far down there.
Yeah, it's steep.
I thought you were like 10 feet past the basket. You're
Taking a
obviously
bogey
pleased.
here. Yeah.
Obviously pleased with that hole. Hole 6 is a left to right turning shot. 327, slightly uphill. You just kind of got to hit this corridor and get something that turns late or a forehand. I don't have that long of a forehand, so I'm throwing a Vandal there.
Yeah, Proto Vandal wasn't even released yet.
But it does not get enough turn.
I threw my flippy trespass again, left it low.
So we're both at about 50.
Yeah. Uphill.
50 uphill, yeah. I will say I do really like these baskets here. They're Gateway Titan baskets, and they catch really well. They have 3 rows of chains.
Yeah, they did.
They're a little bit skinnier than some of the other baskets, I feel like, but they catch really well.
I was a fan of them. Great putt there.
On
That was
fire.
huge.
A little jumper.
Don't know why you switched from the shield, but
We'll see. Nah, Team Maiden. So this is another kind of iconic hole of the course. It's a 2-shot hole. You got to get it across about a 340?
350, I would say.
Water
for sure.
carry.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a VIP World here and just putting on a high hyzer to give it enough to get across. The more you bite off to the left, the easier your second shot is.
I saw it off a Star Corvette, and it did not flip at all on me.
I thought that was there.
I thought it
like
was
there.
there,
I was like,
I was
Oh.
like 8 feet short, and it was a big drop off. Did not find that disc.
So if you do not make it across, you go to the short tee, which is the drop zone, throwing 3.
And it's like 340 from there.
I mean, it's
And it's a turnover, and it's dangerous. So.
Probably not saving a par from that.
No.
From that drop zone.
So I threw trespass again.
I have my hybrid harp here. I'm pretty far away, but I want to rip on it. And got a pretty good pull out of it.
Looks good.
Jump putt layup.
Yeah, I'm 50 or so here. Just
you're further than that, I think, right? Maybe 70
yeah,
or 80.
it's maybe 70. Just trying to get it close. Take another bogey.
I love downhill putts with water behind the basket, let me tell you.
They're my favorite.
Yeah. Hitting them
Nice
now.
bird.
I love a 3 there. That is a bonus.
Yeah, another great birdie by you.
This is probably the most challenging hole on the course. Uphill and then back downhill to a very precarious basket position. You have 2 choices here. You can take the straight line, or you can go out to the left, but it takes more distance if you go to left. I'm trying to throw a force over with the VIP World and get very lucky to fight through that tree and not fall straight down into the water.
I'm throwing Fusion Raider here, trying to go up the middle. Sawed it off a little, clipped the tree, but got through okay.
Yeah.
Got some decent distance.
Yeah, that's up there. So now we're kind of going back uphill, and the basket is in that wall of trees straight ahead, about another 350 to 400 feet from where I'm at there. I throw a world and throw it a little low to try to get the distance. What do you got here?
I'm throwing a Hybrid Raider here. Probably 380 from the pin. Throw it hard, let a hyzer into the basket.
That's pretty stable. That was new. We just got that at GBO,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Went to GBO in April. Those were in the players pack. They're great discs.
So I have no visions of making this shot right here. I'm just excited to put it under the basket and take a 4.
Yeah, it's pretty steep on the backside.
So you can there's
see
a
here.
huge drop off.
So I've got like an 18-footer here.
Yeah.
And it's,
You thinking I'm gonna make this?
I was going for it. Just didn't work out so hot for me.
That is a scary putt.
Yeah. I like how I didn't roll all the way down.
That was a half go. It's a good 4.
Yeah.
I'll take a 4 on that hole.
Yeah, same.
Hole 10 is a short par 3, kind of a little, not a little tunnel, pretty big tunnel. It's kind of a must get on the course. You have a backstop. You can throw whatever you want on this hole. I'm throwing a beat up stock stamp goby that is pretty flippy. You can see that late turn there, but you got the backstop, so it really just kind of stops it and gives you a chance to throw a putt. What do you got
throwing
here?
a medium shield, and I just don't put enough on it. Hyzer's out on me a little bit, so I'm pin high, like circle 2.
Yeah, whatever you want to throw on this hole. Putter, fairway driver, mid. What do you feel comfortable just throwing straight and digging into the ground works for this particular hole?
Circle 2 putt, hit top link, and
look at that.
falls in for me. That was a good one.
Good putt. I got about a 15, 20 footer here. I like uphill. I'll take it. Hole 11 is a fairly wooded hole for this course. Kind of a tight Mando tree on the right. I am forcing over a VIP pine here.
Beauty.
And hit the basket. Ace run.
So close. It was a beautiful shot. We for sure thought that was in.
I thought it
That
was
was
in.
so beautiful.
I'm throwing a McPro AVR here. Super flippy. Throw it too high. I kind of leak
That
out.
thing turns a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy flippy. Leaked out right of the trees. Pin high. 35-footer up, slightly uphill here. Just trying to put it close at least.
There's a little bit of a drop off on the backside of the basket over there, so if you run it too hard. So with every ace run comes a 35-foot comebacker to get your birdie.
It's the price you pay.
But I do like uphill putts. So I decided to hit that one.
Great putt. Yeah, you're on a roll.
I was on a roll there. Downhill, left finishing 279, but you need something to fade quickly to get back over to the basket. And you got to make this gap off the tee or you're in trouble. I throw a Gladiator, recycled Gladiator, and it's just too fast for the hole. It doesn't fade quick enough.
I threw a pretty new VIP Warhorse, which is normally too much of a disc for this hole, but I threw it low to hopefully get some skip. Got a decent amount of skip.
I think I'd throw an overstable fairway doing it again. I've
Yeah.
had better results with like an oddie, something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
A little harp upshot, just to put it under and get my par.
So I'm pin high, slightly uphill, about 45 feet for the putt. Little jumper. Float it up there underneath the basket. Take a 3 and move on.
You have a putt that doesn't go very far past when you don't make it. It's very
Yeah.
like up and down. This is a fun hole. A little throwing back across the water, short. You can throw a putter mid straight. I have my pine. You just don't want to leak right because the trees on the right will knock your disc down into the water.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, the roads will be left, so a little more danger than it looks, but I throw a medium shield just straight at it.
That is so
Hard
good.
work.
So good.
I love throwing the shields off the tee.
You can also throw a forehand on the left side on this hole and kind of skip back in towards the basket over the road. Another good putt there.
Tap in birdie. Love that.
14 is a huge turnover downhill 411, but you gotta like force it over around this bend. And the basket is actually down to the right in the shadows on the top of the hill there. I turned over my VIP World. You got what, your trespass again?
Yep, through the flippy trespass, try to go crazy high. Turnover.
So I didn't quite make it up there. I got a little bit of work left to do here. I've got my harp. And I thought this was a good shot. But it's a little
deep.
long. You basically just got like a jump putt.
Yeah, medium shield.
Use the medium shield more for like up shots and jump putts than the soft.
I use the soft for jump putts, but I will throw the medium shield off the
Came a
fairway,
little
off
short,
the
but this is
tee.
a little bit of a tester here.
Yeah, a little tester here, a little bit of drop off on the back, but I
It's a
hit the
scary putt. That's a great putt.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so I went way past the basket here. So just keep
No big
hitting
deal.
putts.
50 footer uphill is just absolutely on a heater.
Another really difficult hole for a shorter hole. There's a lot of different lines you can throw, but it's really low ceiling. The basket's down towards the water, downhill at the end. I'm throwing a spark, just keeping it low, but you can throw. What do you got here?
I threw my fusion getaway and sawed it off, and just
Yeah.
that's not the basket you're going towards there. It's the right one. It's a bad throw.
You can throw a forehand there. You can throw a turnover backhand. We have some really beautiful nature here out in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous course.
They always keep this course so nice, like nicely mowed and like manicured, and around the water all the rocks are really nice. It's just, it's amazing. Oh, good run.
Yeah, I hit top link, but I'll just take a 3 there and move on.
So I went a little deep.
No big deal though.
No problem. This hole has a couple options. There's a direct line that's low and straight, and then there's a big sweeping high hyzer line on the right. I always take the sweeping high hyzer line, and I don't know why. But for some reason, I tried to take the straight line. I got lucky and made the gap. But that's a pretty tough gap to hit.
Yeah.
You're like throwing nose down.
Yep. You got to get the skip up the hill to get close. You got a little skip, but it was pretty wet
So
from earlier in the
you
day.
took the
when it
spike
rained.
line. What did you throw there?
Threw a warhorse there. Just did not get enough
Didn't
on
quite
it.
get around
Nope.
it. Yeah, you got to throw it really high and really wide to get all the way around back to the basket.
45 feet or so here uphill. Just get it up there.
So on my low line, I got to about circle's edge.
Which is a really great result from
Yeah,
yeah.
I was happy to make the gap. Air ball.
Streak
streak
had to
is
end-
over.
It had to end sometime.
Yeah, I'm pretty streaky putter. $17 is really fun to throw because it's like a valley you're throwing across. It's a bomb. I am throwing my hybrid world here, and you can just bomb it and let it ride a little right. and just keep going. If you can get up there by that tree, you've got a pretty easy second shot. I was a little short of that.
Throwing a Fusion Raider here again. Just trying to bite off as much as I can. Getting a little ride.
Lot of turn.
Put it right into that tree though. But still not terrible of an upshot here. Shield. Probably
Low
100 feet away or so.
Yeah, your second shot here is low ceiling.
Put it right underneath the basket.
It's a good upshot. I typically like to get up right around here and then just do a little like chip anvil upshot or harp if I have to. I left it a little wide, but it's not too bad. A little more of a putt than I want on this hole. I'd like to have a pretty easy tap in for a 3 here. A little bit of a tweener par 4. I mean, I'm sure there's some pros that can get up there and have a putt for a 2.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with the 3 there.
Yeah, 500-foot hole plays more like 445 probably with the downhill. It's
last hole, you got stay Mando to the right of this tree. Basket's up and to the left. Really, it's kind of placement to try to stay in the open. I like to throw something overstable and finish back to the left, so I've got an easy second shot. I'm throwing my Gladiator, and I get over on it quite a bit. And push it where I don't usually like to be over there. Yeah.
throwing a VIP Warhorse here. Trying not to do what Chris just did.
Yeah.
Left it low and
Disc
didn't really give it enough
That's
time to fight
really
back
overstable disc, though.
Very.
You got a nice wide open second shot here.
Yeah, 130 feet maybe from the basket. Just throw a shield up there.
Yep.
Leaks a little left, but I'm maybe 18, 20 feet.
So I've got my favorite tool here, my VIP Audi. And if I can get it on a forehand, I can usually get where I need to go and pinned it on the bottom about. So I was pretty happy. That wasn't too pinched off by those trees over there. A little obstructed last putt of the day here, huh?
Yeah, a little straddle, 20-footer to finish off with a birdie here. And put me under par.
Great shot. Yeah, that put you under par, right?
Put me under,
yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That was one of my better rounds, I think. 11 down.
Yeah, 11 down would be over 1,000 rated, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right around there, I think, from tournaments that I've seen. I mean, I've gone the thing about that course is I'll shoot pretty wide ranges. I can shoot 60s and shoot high 40s. I think for me, the driving greens in regulation circle 2, and then I made 3 out of 5 circle 2 putts, so that was huge, and saved a couple pars when I needed to.
And no bogeys was key there for you. That was just...
So, final thoughts on Pride's Creek?
Oh, it was a great course. We played it twice that day. My first 2 times playing that. It's a gettable course. It really takes every shot in your bag, and if you can place your drives and make some putts, you can score really well on this course. So I feel like I could go out there and do a lot better.
Thanks for your help with the commentary. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll try to get you a few more of these videos soon.